Hi there, Joe from Kingston's, and today we've come up to BOWERHILL and specifically Beda Park, a very popular area to come and take a look at a 4-bedroom detached with double garage. So Beda Park, as you come in, is split into 2 areas. Odd numbers on one side, even on the other. So we're down in the even side. In fact, you can see we're just in the end of a little cul-de-sac section. We've got some green space at the far end. We've got a couple of houses there on the left, and then we've got 3 on the far side. So it's a nice little quiet spot, and we're here out on the front garden. So it's not, crammed in any way, shape or form. It's a nice distance between. If I take you around, we've got a footpath here, and it leads you up. You see we've got a similar property on the end that goes out onto Halifax Road that takes you around BOWERHILL. It'll take you up and around and into the primary school. In the car, it's no more than 30 seconds away, but if you're walking, it's going to be around about a 5-minute walk. We're then around about a 15-minute walk away from the senior school, so that's at the other end of BOWERHILL. Because it's not very big, it doesn't take you long to get there at all. We're 2 or 3 minutes walk away from where we have a Tesco Express shop, as well as the Pilot, which is a pub. And if you want to get down to the canal, and we can walk down the end of Beda Park, and you can get there in 5 to 10 minutes, absolutely maximum, moving on a slow walk. And the nice thing about that is you've got lots of green space. If you want to go and enjoy that with your kids, or if you like dog walking, then of course that would be ideal. If I take you round to the end, you see here is where we have the driveway. So we've got the access up that leads us up to our double garage. With the double garage there, we've got 2 windows, we've got power and light. We've also got an external car charger. Bringing you round to the house though, the owners have done a fair bit of work. So we've had new kitchens put in there, we've had new bathrooms. So as we come on through on this side, I should say, we've got the box window that leads us through into our living room that stretches all the way across to the rear, and we've got some sliding doors into the garden. From there you can access a middle room, currently used as a playroom. If you wanted to use that as a dining room, could do so. Also, if you wanted to knock through in any of these ways, you could do that as well. We then have our newly fitted kitchen on the end, and just down on this section here we also have a cloakroom as well as a utility, all fitted out. Upstairs at the front we've got 2 good sized double bedrooms. On the your left, I should say, my right, is where we have the main bedroom that leads us on to the new ensuite. We then have a new family bathroom there, and at the back we've got 2 smaller bedrooms, one that's still fitted double, the other one currently used as an office or could easily be used as a single bedroom. And then out the back is where we have a really nice sized garden. Of course, it runs the full width down behind the garage as well, so we've got a nice width, walls down one side, and we have Leylandii at the back, giving you a nice degree of privacy. So that's the highlights, but the best thing for us to do is head on in to number 10, Beda Park.
We've come into our hallway through from the front door. We can see a lovely wood flooring extending through into the rear of the property. Now looking down towards what's currently used as a playroom and out through into the garden. We'll go through there just momentarily. But if you turn around and face the front, you see that we have a composite front door with a frosted glass panel to the side. If we look round to the left, we go through to our living room. We'll be heading there first. Stairs up to the first floor. That has understairs storage. We have that view back through into the playroom. Panning around to the left, you see where we're looking on through and into our kitchen. And then round to our cloakroom. And then back towards the front, you can see we have a radiator there on the right too. We'll come on through and into our living room. So you see it stretches right the way from the front to the rear. Really good sized space overall. So we've got sliding doors out to the rear. You see it's got a living room section and a dining room section across the rear. I've had other people open up all the way across the rear to make a kitchen diner with a smaller living room, and I've had other people just use this completely as a family living room. So lots of flexibility that you want. Got television points in the middle with a radiator there too. You see that we have a square bay window out to the front, currently set up as a bit of a reading nook. You see where we start out on the garden, and of course the houses opposite and towards the driveway. We then come back on through and make our way back down to the middle of the room. We've got that dining table set here, so you could get a large table in there should you want, but we've still got a large L-shaped sofa sat in the middle of the room. And if we come and stand next to a further radiator, and we'll pan back from the front, and you can see we've got that opening and through into our currently playroom. So you could put doors there, you could seal that up. Of course you could open all this all up should you want to. As we look back across, what's nice is there's lots of light coming through because it is nice and open. There is our view into the garden through our sliding doors. And then we'll make our way on through. So you see the flooring continuing through, and it is used as a playroom. You could knock this through. Other people use this as the formal dining room. Other people use this as an office space. You've got lots of flexibility a family could do with this space. So we then look, we've got a radiator on the left. We've got a window out to the rear. You could of course replace that with a door should you want to. And then we're looking back on through into that living area. And there's our view back way through to the hallway as well. What was a 7 hatch now has a pane of glass, so we have a little window section through into the kitchen. That's what we're just going to pop on through there. So you see immediately we have a newly fitted kitchen, got a very attractive radiator slash heated towel rail there on the left hand side. Let's look down to the far end. See all the units been replaced. We've got inset LED lights, downlighters. We even have a breakfast bar area just here, as you can see, with plenty of space for 2 stools. We then move down to where we have an integrated wine cooler. As the unit stretched towards the end, we have a dishwasher that's integrated. We have a stainless steel sink unit with single drain and mixer tap. Got our window out to the rear. As we continue around, we've got more power points. Then come down to a extractor hood with a glass splashback, an induction hob, got some nice pan drawers below. If we continue to turn, you see that we have an integrated oven, which is electric fan assisted, as well as an integrated microwave, and the tall unit on the end is where we have an integrated fridge freezer. As we look down to the far end, you can see where it takes us on through and into the utility. While we're here, we'll have another view out into the garden from the far end, and then make our way into the utility. Again, new mix of base and eye level units, continuation from the units in the kitchen. We have some space down behind the door, but we have a stainless steel sink unit with single drain and mixer tap, power points along the worktop space, and then we have space for a washing machine and a tumble dryer. To the side, you see that we have a window as well as a door with glassed frosted panels. We'll head on out into the garden once we've done upstairs, but to finish off downstairs, quickly pop ourselves into the cloakroom. So we've got a frosted window to the front, but on the left here we have a heated towel rail. Moving on down to where we have a low level WC. And just tucked behind the door, we have a towel splashback for a vanity washout basin with storage under. So if we make our way up to the first floor, we're going to come on to our central landing. If we turn to the right, we have bedroom number 2 to the front. In front of us is where we have bedroom number 3. On our left is bedroom number 4. Out towards the rear, and then we come across to the far side where you see we've got the main family bathroom, airing cupboard, and then our doorway through to our main bedroom. And of course you can see down the stairs there back to the front door. So as you come on through, you see it's a really good sized double. We've got a king size bed here in the middle with nightstands either side. Lots of space. We've got a box window to the front, as a rad below. If we come on over into the corner, you see plenty of space for furniture. So we've got a large tall boy here, and next to that is where we have an overstairs storage cupboard, which is currently used as a wardrobe. Then pan around, we have a further storage cupboard that again could be used as a wardrobe, and of course our door through into the ensuite, as you can see there. As we continue to pan across, there is another view out to the front of the property where we started. And then we're going to come around into the corner and through and into the ensuite. So we're coming off the carpet and onto a hard flooring. You can see this has been refitted beautifully. On the left we have a heated towel rail, followed by a frosted window to the side. At the far end you can then see we have a tile splashback going from floor to ceiling. Got close couple WD, got a nook for towels. We then move round to our double shower enclosure. So we've got a low lip tray at the bottom, glass screen to the side. You see that it's a mains shower that also has a hand shower attachment. At the top there you can see inset LED lights and extractor fan. As we move round you then see that we have a mirrored unit, and below that we have a vanity wash hand basin with storage under. Beautifully finished ensuite there. But we're going to make our way over to the far side of the property, staying at the front where we're coming out into bedroom number 2. So another good sized double, easily get a king or a super king should you want. Similar sort of size to what we had in the main bedroom, slightly smaller though. Nightstand to either side as you can see, window to the front, radiator below. We have another wardrobe section that goes over the top of the stairs, and of course more space for units at the far end. As we come over to the corner we'll pan around again. Once again from the corner here you can see back over through to the landing at the fact we have a loft hatch at the top there too. I'll give you a quick view out the window once again. Lovely and quiet out there. And then we'll make our way towards the rear with the 2 smaller bedrooms. So bedroom number 3 is a good size. You could get a double bed in here should you want to. You can see it's currently used as a nursery. So large wardrobe on the left, chest of drawers on the right, got the chair. We've also got the cot there in the middle. And we're facing out towards the rear where we have the window and a radiator. You can see back across to the family bathroom there. As I quickly pan you across from the far end here, and I'll give you a view out into the garden. So you can see here the garden, but those leyland eyes even from up here give you a good degree of privacy from the house behind us. And we'll finish off with the bedrooms with bedroom number 4. So single or currently used as an office, so plenty of space for a desk at the far end with a bookcase in the corner. So come on over, we've got the window to the rear, radiator, and we've got space for further bits of furniture down on the far end. As we pan around from all corners, another quick look out into the garden. So nice and private, and we will come into the bathroom. So it's the main family bathroom. You see we've got tile splashbacks starting down behind the door. In front of us they extend all the way to the ceiling. So at the bottom we have a vanity wash hand basin with storage under. We have a mirrored unit next to a shaver point. We then move around to the corner where we see we have a bath. We have a glass screen and you see a hand shower attachment for the top. We've got an extractor fan, inset LED lights again, frosted window facing directly out to the rear with a closed couple WC and a heated towel to finish. So that's our lovely bathroom, and we're going to make our way out into the garden, starting here on the patio. So you can see it's mainly laid to lawn, extending all the way across the rear and down behind the double garage. If we look across the patio, there's plenty of space for seating. Fortunately the sun's not out today, but it'll be sunny in the garden right now. We're here in the middle of the day. We've got the sliding doors at the far end and the windows through to our playroom. The kitchen, you see we've got an external tap there as well. If I just show you down the side, we have a side access following the wall down. That takes us around to the front of the property and our access into the utility. We've got a slight little border just here, finished with wood chip-ins. And then we're coming on to the corner next to the leyland eye. So we just stand here. So you see you've got the wall extending down. And the lawn area is a brilliant space. You can see it goes right down behind the double garage and the fence line at the far end. Even space for a bit of a play area there. You may or may not be able to see, but these go back around about 1.5 meters to 2 meters. So if you wanted to take them out, you've got more garden space. I like the fact that it gives you a nice lot of privacy. As we pan around across the rear, you can see there with the double garage, got 2 windows into the rear. Of course it has power and light. You can see that patio extending down right the way across. And of course, as we look towards the wall section, there's nobody overlooking us from that side either. If we stand next to this play area and give you a better view, And even as we come down again, nice and private. If we make our way down into the corner, passing a couple more borders, and we'll stand here. So beautiful house, really good size in terms of all the spaces, bonus of having a double garage as well. And of course we still have a really good sized garden, but that's where we're going to finish today for number 10, Beda Park.